Hello everyone, this is Gene and I'm back with another video. I actually wasn't planning to do a video today. I like to take Sundays off. I've spent most of the day just resting, relaxing, cuddling with RJ. For me, Sundays are days for, service or spiritual activities, and if I'm not engaged in those things, I'm typically just cuddling with RJ. To me, Sunday is Catterday, part 2. But I heard this, I just got this comment in this video that I did about a month ago, right? And I wanted to check and see if it's true. Now, this might be a developing story. We'll see what happens. But as you can see, I did a video back in mid-March on March 18th called Johnny Cage removed from Mortal Kombat movie because he's a heroic white man, my response to Todd Garner. Right? Now there's a lot of links in here and you can check them for yourself, right? But Todd had said at this time that he wasn't going to put Johnny in the film because of his race. This had been mentioned in an inverse article that I went over in this video, which is 40-some minutes long. It was originally 55 minutes long, but the render went bad and it cut off about 15 or so minutes, right? So this is explained in the video itself and in the comments. But I got a new comment just a few minutes ago saying this, right? So I get this comment from Games for You saying, so Todd blocked everyone on Twitter who didn't like the movie and calls them non-MK fans behind their back. And I say, did he? I have to check this out. And then Games for You says, yeah, he did. I took a screenshot of what he said, and I have requested the screenshot. So again, if I get the screenshot, this might be a developing story. Who knows? But I went to check real quick and see if at least the claim that he's blocking everyone who didn't like the movie and calling them non-fans behind their back is true. And I think I have found evidence that it probably is true. And here's why. So this is Todd Garner's Twitter page, which I'm not blocked from, interestingly enough, though I might get blocked after this video. Remember, I made my video back in March, so he probably does not remember me. But my, what would you call it? Twitter presence has actually grown a bit since the past 2 days or so. A lot of people have been subscribing to me. I've been getting a lot of responses and feedback from what I've been posting or saying or whatnot, though I think some people misunderstanding me because a lot of it is in response to the whole Makia Bryant thing. So they're not responding to me because of my video game hot takes. But I decided to look and see if this is true. So we see here, this says, I want to say this to writer Russo, who I think is Greg Russo, and Todd Garner, don't worry about what the haters and critics think. So what you mean is old school fans. This is definitely coded language, the haters and the critics. You mean people like me who are old school fans that actually know what's up. Think if the movie, it's good, can't wait for the sequel, and then all these hashtags. Okay, fine, fair enough, I understand that. But here's the thing, right? So you see this little exchange here, right? It says, I think there are critics. This comes from Aladdin, Ula, or Allah. I don't know how you say it. Aladdin. But it says, I think there are critics and haters, but there are more MK fans who generally think that there are things that could have been different or better in future movies. I hope the reasonable fans being critical and constructive aren't being sectioned with mistaken for spiteful haters. So here's a person trying to add a little more nuance to this conversation, right? Sounds to me that they're basically saying that classic phrase about how not every critic is a hater, but every hater is a critic, right? That type of thing. And then Todd says, I know the difference. Fans get input, haters get blocked. What does that mean, Todd? What does the term hater and fan mean to you, Todd? Is a fan only somebody who agrees with your take on this Mortal Kombat film? Only someone who agrees with you leaving Johnny out of the film because of his race? Or minimizing Liu Kang's role, taking him from the protagonist to minor character for your OC of Cole Young? Right? What about someone like me who is not exactly comfortable with the idea of a black woman, Sissy Stranger, playing Melina, the violent savage? And you left out Princess Kitana in this film, to my understanding. Remember, you need Kitana and Melina. If you want to understand Melina, you need Kitana. Because Kitana is literally the person that Melina is created from. That and Tarkatan Essence. 3 guesses what that is. Which is where the teeth come from. Which, Todd? Your costume people or whoever made that choice got wrong. And it's not what Tarkatan teeth look like. But I do find this interesting, right? That he says fans get input and haters get blocked. Well, see here, Todd. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a critical fan because I don't like the decisions made when it comes to this film, and I'm a critical fan for Mortal Kombat 11 because I don't like the changes that were made there. But I'm a fan. You don't get to tell me or anyone else, who are the lore hounds, right? Who are the older fans, that we're not fans because we may have criticisms about the film you were a part of. Okay? You may call me a hater and block me all you want. You wouldn't be the first or last person who disagrees with me to block me. But understand something. If you care about the fans, if you give one iota of a damn about the fans, if you care about the lore like you kept saying in all these interviews, even as you compare Johnny Cage to Ryan Reynolds when he's based off Jean-Claude Van Damme, right? Then you'll listen to the critics, right? You'll listen to the critics and hear what they have to say. You'll listen to people like me and Fourth Snake and older fans who actually know what's up. Because from what I've seen of the reviews, what I've seen in my timeline, is that it seems that for those who grew up with the reboot series as their Mortal Kombat 9 on, so that'd be from 2011 to now, 10 years, they seem to like it. Those who are not familiar with Mortal Kombat, right? I saw one person say, well, for a film that I've never, or rather for a franchise I've never seen, never played, don't know anything about, I think the film is good. Right, so it seems like for those who don't have any knowledge of Mortal Kombat, or for those who the reboot series is their Mortal Kombat, they seem to enjoy it, right? Whereas it's older fans, such as Fourth Snake, who's a big Mortal Kombat enthusiast and very critical and very opinionated and doesn't mind sharing his opinions, right? They don't seem to be as impressed. Guess what, Todd? If that's the case, if you're blocking fans, right, who happen to be like Fourth Snake or myself, and we're the old school OG critical fans who know where the changes are and who knows where it deviates from canon, and we have something to say about it. If you're blocking those type of fans who can actually point out where the changes don't make sense, like putting an OC in ahead of your Asian lead that's been around for 30 years, right? Then yeah, you and I are not going to get along then, Mr. Garner, because you see, this in my opinion is just entitlement and gatekeeping if you're going to try to isolate yourself from input because you don't like what the person is saying, right? You're a creator. You're a creator. You need feedback, even negative feedback, because how are you going to know how different sections of the fan base are responding? How are you going to know what's working and what's not working if your idea is, oh, fans, as in, butt kissers, get input and the haters, i.e. people like me who will speak out, get blocked, right? Now look, I want to be clear. I want this movie to fail. I've said that. It may fail, it may not. It's only been out for a few days. But even if it doesn't, if you like this film, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to shame you or anything for liking the film. We're just going to have a difference of opinion, right? But stuff like this is why I cannot support modern day entertainment. You claim time and time again you're going to be faithful to the lore, yet everything you release shows how how you're not being faithful to the lore, and then when you're being told, hey, you might not want to block everybody, you say, well, I know the difference. Fans will get input, and the haters will get blocked. Well, how do you know the difference? What are your definitions here, sir? Now, here's what's interesting, right? So he retweeted this, right? I am Cardi B, Mortal Kombat. She misspelled combat. Combat is spelled with a K when you talk about Mortal Kombat. We all know this, right? He retweeted her, which I expect. That's a big endorsement, right? And then you see the cast members. Okay, that makes sense, right? And of course, he's only retweeting positive things, right? Or featuring positive things, right? He says that thank you so much to all the fans. Which fans are those, man? Oh, I am eternally grateful for all the positive comments and constructive. You misspelled constructive. It's spelled with a K when you're talking about Mortal Kombat. Criticisms we've received this weekend. No, we are listening. Are you? Are you? And we are blessed enough to go forward. It will keep getting better and hopefully bigger. Okay, and then it has more stuff here. Right? There's some more stuff. He retweets this. MK dominating the box office. So he's literally putting himself in an echo chamber, right? He's only retweeting positive engagement, right? This is all you see here. He's only retweeting positive engagement from what I can see here, which does not surprise me. He's supposed to hype the film, right? But there's a difference between hyping the film and then more or less creating your own echo chamber here, right? So more stuff here. Driven by turnout from gamers and otakus. Okay. I finished watching the Mortal Kombat movie. Mortal Kombat movie was effing amazing. It's only positive. It's only positive. Right? Now, what I've been hearing about it is that it's light on the lore, heavy on the action, right? Much like Mortal Kombat 11. So I can't say I'm surprised, right? But it's only the positive stuff. That's it. From what I heard, she did a good Sonya, actually. And apparently she actually did some research for the role. So Jessica McNamee, I would say her name. Good on you. Right? But it's only positive stuff here. It's only positive stuff. Caters to fans and nostalgic gamers. Oh, why do I not believe that? Right? The game to movie curse is finally over. I guess y'all forgot the cult classic that's the original Mortal Kombat film from 1995, right? All right, and here's the thing. Let me see here. Iconic core. Nothing about the lore though. Reintroduction for the franchise to a whole new generation. Okay, so obviously, right, it's not made for a person like myself, right? I am not the new generation, right? But here's what I find interesting, right? So this is tweeted by Louis Tan, right? Louis Tan, who plays Cole Young in the film. Thank you, Deadline. Time for change is here. Support diverse heroes. Here's the thing. Support diverse heroes. I don't care about the review of his Cole Young character. Cole Young is not a Mortal Kombat character. He's basically Johnny Cage. If he was an MMA fighter, I'm not interested. I don't want Cole Young, don't care about Cole Young. Johnny should have been in this film. But here's the funny thing. Time for change is here. Support diverse heroes. This is a Mortal Kombat film. Liu Kang has been the hero of the story since 1992. He's a Chinese Shaolin monk who was played by a Korean dude for the first two games. He's always been a diverse hero. Stuff like this is why I can't stand this stupid film. I never watched it. This is absolutely ridiculous. Support diverse heroes. You're working in a 30-year You are working on a film that took 20 plus years to create for a 30-year video game franchise made in Chicago before people were getting shot down all the damn time in the city, that always had a diverse cast of people. From blacks to whites to Asians, to good guys to bad guys, to literal aliens. What? As I was saying, this is a franchise that for past 30 years has featured everything from sorcerers to thugs to cowboys to literal grotesque monsters with forearms and teeth and all this other stuff. People talking about support diverse heroes. My man, please. No. The support's been there, always been there. The franchise would not have lasted 30 years if it wasn't there. Alright. But dinner's coming up soon and I need to go and actually eat something. And not pass out from all this. But anyway, if it is indeed true that he's blocking people who are just critical, well then that's a shame. That's a damn shame if that's the case. Let me try to scroll back up here. It's a damn shame because of course this stupid thing doesn't want to load. But anyway, if he's doing that, it's a damn shame because how do you learn? How do you improve your craft? How do you get? Thank you. Now it's finally loading. Right, as I was saying here, if he's indeed blocking people just because they have a negative opinion, which seems to me like he is what he's saying here, right? But if he is indeed doing that, then he's only hurting himself in the end because you cannot grow as a creator, right, without hearing the negative, right? And as the saying goes, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. You're always going to have positive responses and negative responses. And if you just lock yourself in with the positive responses, well, then you're not getting the whole story of how your work is being received. Anyway, that's the video. Please let me know what you think. And I will see you all on the next one. Have a good day or night. Bye.